Next up on our agenda is update regarding proposed rules for discipline and incapacity. Governor Pertzer, are you presenting on this particular topic?
I am, and thank you. And the materials are at the late materials 4, which I apologize for. That's on me for not getting this done timely. The group consists of myself, Governors Higginson and Governors Abel, with the tremendous assistance of Chief Nagowski. In the materials that we've provided, this is the kind of the idea that we want to send out to the entire membership in mass, and that's to give them an idea, kind of the pros and cons of the proposed amendments. When you go through the first page, or on page 4, there's the two headings that talk, or not headings, but the inserts of read more. That will be the material that was provided by both Doug Ende and his materials regarding the proposed amendments, and also Ann Seidel's comments regarding the criticisms, and then also ways to submit the comments. So that's to be sent out to the general membership that Chief Nagowski will deal with and address. Then also on the subsequent pages are basically a template that we're asking that the governors for each district submit out to your various members, so that we have a consistent voice in what it is that we're asking the comments for. And really the purpose of that is that it's my thought that, as opposed to us taking a position, we really need to get the comments from the members and see what their attitudes are, because that's really what these rules apply to. They apply to all of us, of course, but as opposed to taking a stance as to what our position is, respectfully, I think it's best to provide some guidance into the areas, the pros and cons, and to encourage members to respond. And I think that way we'll get a meaningful response to the Supremes. They are gracious to extend this for a couple of months, which is truly appreciative. And so that's really the goal here, is to basically to saturate the membership with the information, let them have the ability to comment, and so that it'll be meaningful to the Supreme Court. And then I'm sure we'll be asked to make some representations later on, but this is the first step in that process.
Great. Thank you, Governor Pertzer. Does anyone have any questions for Governor Pertzer or the process on that particular item? Governor Boyd.
Thank you. Mine's actually not a question. It's a comment. I'm the liaison for the criminal law section, and the criminal law section would like the board to know that they have submitted a letter in opposition to the Supreme Court on the disciplinary council changes. I can provide that letter to everyone. I received it yesterday, and they urged the board to strongly support their position. So I let the criminal law section know that I would be letting the board know that today.
Governor McBride.
Just a comment, which I think you're all aware of, so I don't know why I have to say it out loud. A big part of the rules of discipline is protection of the public, not just about our professional interactions. And so the universe, to me, of viewpoint isn't encompassed by our members. And quite frankly, when it comes to discipline, sometimes what our members want is not what we want to do. So I just want us to keep that in mind. Discipline rules are never going to be popular, and process that is efficient can always be argued as unfair, but there's a certain amount of efficiency and effectiveness we have to accomplish here. So I just want us to keep that in mind as we go forward.
Good point. Thank you, Governor McBride. All right. I'm not seeing any other hands. Any final thoughts, Governor Pertzer?
I think maybe only in this respect, I totally agree with Governor McBride. In the Supremes of the ultimate entity is going to decide what's going to happen. And I know that's foremost in their mind, is what is in the public's best interest with respect to lawyer discipline. So I don't think that that's lost on anybody. I mean, that's part of the comments that come from Mr. Endes and also from Ann Seidel, is regarding, how this affects the public. And so that's really the idea, is that as opposed to taking a position at this point in time, we need to get more input. And because once you get more input collectively, then I think that we can, if we're asked to give an opinion or a position, then we can represent the membership, and the membership would necessarily include what is good for the public. So I would just leave it with that.
Okay. Thank you, Governor Pertzer. And with that, we are now 3 minutes behind. That's pretty good.